All right. And continuing with the spooky themed Star Trek episodes, specifically season 2 of TNG. This one has one of those things where it's what is seemingly an incredibly technological. Let's put it just technological. I was going to say mundane, but no, the specific technology is something so out there that people in the episode were like, wait, he did what? Because the thing about this that is interesting is Data gets possessed. Yeah, Dr. Ira Graves here. Ira? I don't remember. Anyway, saying, oh, also, this is the only episode where we actually see Susie Plaxton as Sealar, which is something really cool because I think she did a great role and would have loved to see her play that role again. Kidding. Anyways, though, now, um, old man who's dying because, of course, he is. Dr. Seelard diagnoses him with Darnay's disease, which, let's look what that is real quick. Oh, yeah. Mm, something or other that causes your central nervous system to fail. And, you know, it's not good. Ira Graves uses this to transfer his personality into Data's body. Yeah, that's interesting. See, because the whole the thing with transferring thoughts into a computerized form is something that Star Trek has played with before. Okay, they actually did that in the original series. One of the Alien of the Weeks from the original series were actually computer facsimiles of people who had actually died thousands of years ago. But in this one, we actually meet the guy before he transfers his mind into a computer. And when he transfers his mind into a computer, he chooses the one inside Data's head. He is not able to act like Data. He attempts to pretend to be Data, but it doesn't work, right? And people eventually figure out that there's a different personality inside Data controlling him. And then have to figure out how to fix the problem. In some ways, it's actually similar to the thing that they did in the original series movies, where Spock's personality ends up in McCoy's mind, controlling McCoy's body. It eventually gets transferred into the young version of Spock, but even so, that was something that made it very creepy for a while because you have Spock speaking with McCoy's voice and so on and so forth. Realistically, part of your speech pattern is actually the way you think. So the actual physical mechanism of speaking would, in theory, change simply because it's a different person speaking. It wouldn't necessarily sound like you, but it wouldn't sound like the person whose body you're possessing, unless you practiced it a lot. Anyway, though, yeah, that's what made this particular episode really, really creepy and weird is the whole like mind transfer thing. It's like someone goes on a away mission trying to help out someone who, has medical issues and is dying and is trying to do an uh, experimental medical procedure to prolong his life. And oh yeah, by the way, he lied to you about what the medical procedure was. He actually wants to steal your body and live in your body. His old dying body, he doesn't need that anymore. If he has yours. And that basic concept is something that's been played with in more than one episode, I think. But this one did it in a way that was very, very different than most of them did. And trying to use this in a TTRPG, ooh boy, you need to write the episode around it. This isn't something you could just like throw in unless it's like a well, they did that thing with the Pavo energy beings where they would jump into someone's body and temporarily take over a humanoid's body and make the humanoid do stuff. Which, okay, in that case, yes. Um, that is a thing that you could do. Because again, it's like the whole basic ideas of here is having someone get possessed. What made this interesting and especially creepy was the method that was used, because someone who is supposedly trying to do an experimental procedure to avoid death was lying about the purpose of the procedure and actually, like, haha, surprise. Anyways, though, that's enough about that. This was actually, in principle, a rather simple episode. It's one of those where they spent a lot of time talking about how you feel, how it feels to be data when you're not data, and so on and so forth. Anyway, though, all right, that's enough of that. Time for the next one.